Alaikum, dear friends, how are you? I welcome you here on my training channel. My name is Abdul Khalik. Health is wealth. Health is one of the biggest wealths, or maybe the biggest wealth. Nothing is maybe more important than the life of a human being, and then after that, it is the health. Being healthy demands several things, of course, and being healthy needs that we must be psychologically, mentally healthy first. Those who are mentally healthy person, psychologically healthy person, they rarely become physically unhealthy because they stay fit. It is easier to maintain the physical fitness of a person to stay healthy if at all somebody is mentally or psychologically healthy. And conversely, if a person is not healthy psychological manner, psychologically, mentally, it is totally and absolutely impossible that they will be able to stay healthy physically. For the physical good health, it is extremely important, it is rather essential that a person should be mentally healthy as well. Today we are going to talk about how a person can become mentally healthy person, how somebody can stay a mentally healthy person. So that has been taken as the topic of our today's talk. I think this is direly needed everywhere else in the whole of the world, particularly in a society, those societies who are not very developed. It is even more important because because the facilities for the mental health are not very common. It's not easily available. So we are going to talk about the daily habits for improving mental health. Daily habits for improving mental health. So what are the daily habits of improving the mental health? That is the topic of today's discussion, and it is important. Let's talk about those nine daily habits which can improve our mental health on a daily basis. First of all, it is embrace morning rituals. Embracing morning rituals, what I do in the morning, which is good for me. And first thing in the morning, first few things must be done well and properly. So I think, as for the good morning rituals are concerned, it keeps us good in for the whole of the day. So first few good morning rituals, like getting up a bit early and saying the prayer and reading the Quran, a page of Quran with the translation, going out for the walk, or any other morning ritual, whatever you think is proper. I, because I want to become a spiritual person, so I think these are very important. Apart, along with certain other things as well. Certain other things are also good if at all somebody is doing, but these things are of very good and very basic nature. So that is embrace morning ritual, whatever you think are more suitable. And now the second is prioritize physical activity. Prioritizing physical activity. Physical activity is very important because those people who don't have a good walking routine, those people who don't have to do the physical activity, I think it is really bad for them. Staying physically, mentally healthy, it is very good to somehow maintain a good physical activity. A good physical activity, it could be a good amount of walk, it could be any other thing, any other form of yoga, aerobics, weightlifting, gym, strength exercises, or whatever you deem proper. But the physical activity is really more important than anything else. Prioritize physical activity. Now the third is nourish yourself with a balanced diet. Nourishing ourselves with a balanced diet, psychological health, mental health we are talking about. But believe me, that nourishing ourselves, with the nutritious, balanced diet, it is very, very important because as far our mental health is concerned, our physical health and the physical activity has a lot to do in that, has a lot to contribute in that. But if at all we talk about the physical health, our mental health has a lot to do in this respect as well. So nourish yourself with a balanced diet. Now the fourth is cultivate restful sleep. Cultivation of the restful sleep, that's also very, very important because the restful sleep is very important because completing our sleep cycle, sleeping, going to the bed at a proper time, and then of course waking up at a proper time. Both of these things are very, very important, and that is cultivate healthy, cultivate restful sleep. Now, the fifth is practice mindfulness and gratitude. Practicing mindfulness and gratitude, the two of these things. What is this mindfulness? It is a state of mind achieved by focusing one's awareness on the present moment while calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensations used as a therapeutic technique. I think that at least if at all we summarize it, then I shall say that focusing on the present moment, trying to focus, trying to stay focused on the present moment, that is mindfulness. And also along with this, with it is gratitude. Gratitude, we are enjoying so many of the things, but we are taking them for granted. We need to make a list of all the things we are enjoying, we are benefiting from, and I think we should keep increasing the list because with the passage of time, we will come to know more and more things which are good for us, which are being enjoyed by us, but we were earlier taking them for granted. We were not realizing the importance of all that. We only realize once we lose that thing and it is something really bad, we must not be doing it at all. So dear friends and fellows, it is like, practice mindfulness and gratitude. And now another aspect of the gratitude is that although we are having several problems, but still we are away from many of the problems which many other people are suffering. So in this respect, I think that we must be grateful. Although I don't have everything else, I am lacking several things, but still I have several things as well. But whatever I am having are very important, and I shouldn't be taking it for granted at all. Rather, I need to take it seriously. I need to become grateful to all that. So that is practice mindfulness and gratitude. Now the sixth is connect and communicate. Connect and communicate means social connection. Try to develop a good social network. That is connect and communicate. This is very important to connect and communicate. And now the seventh is set a realistic goal. Setting realistic goal. Yes, goals must be there. The goals we are having must be realistic one. We must be have the realistic goals, and we must be trying to do whatever we can to achieve those realistic goals. So it has this too has a lot of impact upon our psychological health. Now the next is the eighth is unplug and unwind. Unplug and unwind mean don't be online for all the time. Don't keep using the technology for all the time. Rather, we need to take rest as well. We need to give rest to our mental, to our mind. We need to give proper rest to our body, and breaks are needed. Unplug and unwind. Stay away from all that, and for some of the time, let's say for 1 hour in a single day, midday, any other time, so that is unplug and unwind. Now the ninth is seek professional help. What is this, by the way? If at all, despite the fact that we are doing all this, but still we are not healthy, it only means that we need this professional health as well. There are several mental health practitioners, and we need to take advice from them. We need to put ourselves on their medication if at all they think so. But I think this is important, that if the time arrives, then we shouldn't hesitate to, we shouldn't delay, and we shouldn't be deferring we shouldn't delay, contacting, seeking the help from a professional. So these are the nine daily habits for the mental health, for the psychological health, and indeed, psychological health is more important, not any way lesser important. than the physical health. Rather, the physical and the psychological health, the physical and the mental health are interdependent. Particularly if at all somebody is a mentally ill person, it is totally and absolutely impossible for them to stay physically fit. So I think we must not be taking this thing for granted, as many of the people do take this all for granted, till the trouble arises. I think before arrival of the trouble, we must be taking care of all these things. So that's all from me at the moment. Thank you very much.